So, I'm here to talk about the NFL preseason national TV schedule, as well as the regular season national TV schedule for the first few weeks of the regular season, until they can do flex weeks 1 through 4, and then the preseason, which doesn't have flexes. So we have the Los Angeles taking on the Detroit Lions at Eastern on NBC as part of the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. This week is early. This year is early game. It's usually like a little bit later, but this year Labor Day is the earliest it can possibly be. It's the 1st of September, and NFL starts their season the week after, the Thursday after Labor Day, the regular season. So, and before the 4-week preseason, they always end it the week before, Thursday before the regular season started. Did every game on at once, and same time, pretty much. Just like depending on where like the home team was being played at, it was like broadcast maybe at might have been like 7 Eastern or like 6 Eastern or something. And they might have it like either each games like spaced out every few minutes, every 15 minutes, maybe every 6:15 at 1, 6:30, maybe, or they would stuff like that, or or they would just have it like tailored towards like local time, and like the home team was able to pick the game time, essentially preseason. That's national TV, they pretty much are. So that's the Hall of Fame game. It's July 31st. This year, the regular season starts September 4th, so earlier than normal, usually. Then we have NFL Network has 2. They have Indianapolis at Baltimore. Indianapolis Colts at Baltimore Ravens, 7 Eastern, on Thursday, August 7th. Then we have Las Vegas Raiders at Seahawks, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, on NFL Network. Then at 7 p.m. Pacific, or 7 p.m. Eastern, the Cleveland Browns at Carolina Panthers on Friday, August 8th. And with no college or NFL games, or high school, college or high school starting, they usually they can't have games airing on Fridays during high school, and they have there's a rule against the NFL airing games on Saturdays to compete with college until farther down the season. Because I believe the NFL used to do it to where they compete against college. No, but all of the other leagues do not all of them, but some do. NBA competes against men's college basketball. You have some sports like lacrosse, softball, volleyball, and you have the MLS competing against college soccer, and the USL, and you have NWSL competing against women's college soccer for most of the seasons. But they have a rule where they can't compete till later in the season. But and then we have Saturday night with a triple header. NFL Network has New York Giants at Buffalo Bills at 1 Eastern, at 4 Eastern, 3 local time. Houston Texans at the Minnesota Vikings, and the New York Jets at the Green Bay Packers at 8 Eastern on NFL Network. That's part of the triple header. I mean, they could have had a 7 Eastern game, and then had. Sometimes I've seen where they have the second, then there's a final game they air the rest of that. It's joined in progress. And then they have Saturday Miami Dolphins at Chicago Bears, and New Orleans Saints at Los Angeles Chargers at 3:05. Looks like they're doing it like they're airing two, like a national game, and then like the 3:05 game would be like it's just a local game, on like a Sunday afternoon. Like, you're getting like the slot where it's then or 1 noon Central, and then it's 1 Eastern, and the second game is 4 or 5 Eastern, or 5 Pacific. So they're doing like it's airing the second game. Where like a channel where it has the same window in the second slot. We have Friday, no games on August 14th, which should be Thursday, week 2. Then week 2 we have preseason, 2 preseason national televised games, and then for Tennessee Titans at Atlanta Falcons, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, and then 9 Central in Kansas City, 7 Pacific out in Seattle. It is Kansas City Chiefs at Seahawks. And then there's a few games on NFL Network. 3 are going to be aired in full. And there's going to be one joined in progress. It is Cleveland Browns at Philadelphia Eagles at 1 Eastern, at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. San Francisco 49ers at Las Vegas Raiders, and that's 7 Eastern games. We have New York Jets at New York Giants. I'm surprised LA Chargers at LA Rams. Listen Rams. It's not a 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 Eastern game. 5, which would be big at 5 or 4 Pacific. No, it'd make a 5 Pacific game. Because that'd be normal to like a Sunday night, a Monday night, a Thursday night type thing. Maybe a little bit earlier, by like 15, 20 minutes. But so yeah, I'm surprised though. But I guess maybe the weather in LA. I guess maybe. I don't know. Then you have Arizona Cardinals at Denver Broncos at 9:30 Eastern, and that's at 7:30 Denver time. So that was put on there for NFL Network sake. That's why it's a little bit later. On Sunday, August 17th, you have one NFL Network. Jacksonville Jaguars at New Orleans Saints, and then Buffalo Bills at Chicago Bears. Eastern Fox. Eastern 7 local time. And then 8 Eastern, Cincinnati Bengals at Washington Commanders. And then week 3, the final week of preseason. We have, this is when they overlap, You have sometimes like 2 nationally televised games on at once for preseason. Like NFL Network gets one. And like your other broadcasters like Prime Video, CBS. Usually NFL Network, But regular season NFL Network doesn't get games. Usually on CBS and Fox, so. And that's, unless it's like the special games where there's none overlapping at that time. And then you have unless it's, and you have unless one overlap, the ending of one overlaps with another. That'd be it. Pittsburgh Steelers at Carolina Panthers on Thursday, first week, preseason week 3 at 7 Eastern on NFL Network. Eastern on NFL Network. New England Patriots at New York Giants on Prime Video. Then on August 22nd at Eastern, we have Minnesota Vikings at Tennessee Titans, 7 local on CBS. And at Eastern, 7 local time in Dallas. Whereas 7 Central local time is the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And then we have an early start noon college start time between Baltimore and Washington. Baltimore Ravens and Washington Commanders. Which that's an Eastern. Usually the NFL starts at 1 Eastern. It's 15 p.m. CT, 12 p.m. CT. It'll be 1 Eastern. I'm surprised by it, but then they have Los Angeles Rams at Cleveland Browns. 1 Eastern on NFL Network. And at 4 Eastern, 3 local. In Green Bay, 1 p.m. Pacific for the Seattle Seahawks fans. The Seattle Seahawks at Green Bay Packers. 4 Eastern, like I said, 3 local. 1 p.m. Pacific and Seattle team. And then Jacksonville Jaguars at Miami Dolphins at 7 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network. And then is Las Vegas Raiders at Arizona Cardinals at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific and Arizona time. So usually NFL, usually NBC gets to with the Hall of Fame game and the second game. This year they're just gonna Hall of Fame game. And last year though they did not. Sometimes they've gotten 2 before. But last year they only got 1. They didn't get the Hall of Fame game due to the Olympics. It was on NBC, or it was on ABC last year. And that's been Fox before when they have like Olympics. I think that was like 1 year, 2021 Olympics. So they had it on ABC and ESPN simulcast. It was, both. So they've had on there. This year they only got Monday. ESPN gets their Monday night, and CBS gets their game on week 3. Week 2 it's Sunday night Fox game, and Monday night NBC or ESPN game. But video gets their typical Thursday night game like normal, and then the first game, Hall of Fame game is on Thursday night, so they would so they get that, and they are the first week of the regular season on Thursday night. NFL kickoff game. That's not part of the Thursday night football package. So, because people are excited for the regular season, so you can negotiate that differently. And CBS gets theirs on week 3, so yeah. And week 1. We have NBC having Dallas at Philadelphia. Dallas Cowboys at Philadelphia Eagles. That's September 4th on NBC. September 5th on YouTube. It's a free game. In Brazil, the free Brazil game. Kansas City Chiefs versus Los Angeles Chargers. And then NBC. We'll have the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And then at 8:20 Eastern. And then 8:50 Eastern on Monday straight. It's Minnesota Vikings at Chicago Bears. That is on. We on ABC as well. as well as ESPN. Just to show you what it says ESPN and one other. How much? You can see two. I just watch ESPN, ABC. And then we get into the and I'll show you today's game more with the Prime Video Thursday football package. Washington Commanders at Green Bay Packers, 8:50 Eastern. Atlanta Falcons at Minnesota Vikings at 8 Eastern. On NBC. And we have two games on 2 Monday Night Football games. One is on ESPN. They're testing out 2 and 8. So one early Monday night at 7 Eastern, 6 for Tampa Bay fans, 6 local in Houston. It is Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Houston Texans. That's on ESPN and ABC. And then they're testing it out where the second game is only on ESPN. But it's not on at 2 different times. They're trying to see like how much viewership they get, having like if one game's on ESPN, one game's on ABC. The ABC game always gets the most viewers. But they're having it to where now they're 2 separate games. So they're trying to draw more, fans. They get more negotiated Monday night games. They're testing out some on ESPN Plus. Trying to draw in subscribers to ESPN Plus 1 year, and then this year they're drawing in subscribers maybe because they're their free their streaming service. Now there's ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, the ACSC, ESPN Deportes, every ESPN television, and I might include like ESPN Plus as well in there. So that's at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. They've done that before like that. So, but they used to have just both on ESPN, not one on ABC, ESPN and ABC. So, it should do the first one, but even people watch the second game. There'll be some who only watch the first game. They're fans of one of the two teams. They only watch their teams play. But we'll see how the majority of that goes. Try to get a little bit of that, but we'll see. And 3. Miami Dolphins at Buffalo Bills. Thursday, September 18th. And Amazon Prime Video at 8:50 Eastern. And NBC's since Kansas City at New York Giants, 8:20 Eastern on NBC. 8:50 Eastern. Detroit Lions at Baltimore Ravens. And before this is when there's no flexes allowed. So we have Seahawks at Arizona Cardinals. 8:50 Eastern, 25th September. And 5:15 in Arizona and Seattle time. Then NFL Network has Minnesota Vikings at Pittsburgh versus Pittsburgh Steelers in Dublin. The Dublin early game. And Green Bay Dallas at 8:20 Eastern, 7:20 Central Time in Dallas for that game on NBC. Then New York Giants at Miami Dolphins at 7:50 Eastern on ESPN. They're testing with 2 games at once. And the second game is Cincinnati Bengals at Denver Broncos, 8:50 Eastern on ABC. Testing 2 out. And we're back to it. I'm only going to not mention the NBC because that could be Plex weeks 5 through 10. And San Francisco players, Alice and Spears, Rams. At 50 Eastern, 5:50 Pacific. On October 2nd, the NFL Network has missed Wiggins at Cleveland Browns versus Cleveland Browns. It's a London game. And then we have there is Munich, Germany games. I do believe that's a London game. Yep. Yes, we have a few London and a few German games. Then we have ESPN's Kansas City Chiefs, Jacksonville Jaguars. The game flex of the week. 10. Or week 11. Week 12 can be for Arizona, I believe. Let's review Philadelphia Eagles at New York Giants Thursday, October 8th on Amazon Prime Video at 8:50 Eastern. And then in London, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, Denver Broncos and New York Giants. Or New York Giants. I said New York Giants. New York Giants. Then they have a test out 2. One on ESPN, the early game. One on ABC later. No, they're actually two decent games. So I wonder how that's gonna go. You know? But Buffalo and Atlanta. 7:50 Eastern on ABC. And then 8:50 Eastern ABC, Chicago, Washington. Then Prime Video has Pittsburgh at Steelers at Cincinnati Bengals. 8:50 Eastern Prime Video. October 16th. October 18th, there's a game on another one on the third one. Los Angeles Rams at Jacksonville Jaguars. And then ESPN has 2 games again. For the 4th time. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Detroit Lions. This one will be on ESPN ABC. The second one, Houston Texans at 6:06. The 7th Pacific game will be on ESPN Plus, but it will be on local radio stations in those 2 markets because the NFL wants to do that. You know, they have either other networks will bid for it, or like the NFL pay them, to show it, in just in those 2 markets only. Then in Prime Video on 23rd, it's Minnesota Vikings at Los Angeles Chargers, 5:15 Pacific, 8:50 Eastern. And then ESPN and ABC having Washington Commanders at Kansas City Chiefs. So basically, ABC's having every game. It's not specifically in the 2 weeks. ESPN and ABC are in both. Games. And Prime Video's having Baltimore Ravens at Miami Dolphins, October 3rd. And then on November 3rd, Arizona Cardinals, Ducks Cowboys. It's 8:50 Eastern, 7:15 with windows. Then we have Viola Spacers at the Rare Broncos. From 8:50 Eastern. Then Atlanta is taking on Atlanta Falcons, taking on the Indianapolis Colts. It is in Germany. They're having like a Spain game. They're having a game in Spain though. Where is it? Probably is in Spain. No, it's in Germany. Which I thought so. Another time we're having games in like Mexico City. Games. I think they're having a game in like Mexico City. I think they do. And last year they had renovation to the stadium. And then they're having. Yeah, I didn't mention them. I did not mention that Monday night. Yes, Philadelphia Eagles at Green Bay Packers. 8:15 Eastern. And then we have New England Patriots, 8:15 Eastern. And then we have a game. Well, this could be the Spain game. Well, this could be another Germany game. Could be a Spain game. Yes, Madrid. Spain. Yep. Just like I thought. So. And then, yep. And I believe it's week. Yeah. And then, yeah. Buffalo Bills at Houston Texans, 8:50 Eastern on ESPN, on ABS preview. Then there's some. They're not only showing on ESPN. Yeah, but I'm assuming NFL or ABC will, strictly with ABC, ESPN to have them on ABC as well. Extra money deal. That's like a good fee. It's not like a ton of money for the NFL, like pretty cheap for them. They'll do that as well. They get some more viewers, so they'll take a little bit less money for more viewers. They'll take it. If they want to, which I wouldn't be surprised that ESPN does, or ABC. On ABC. Then we have Fox has 3 games for Thanksgiving, or Fox, CBS, and NBC is. Fox gets an early game this time. NBC gets a night game. Fox and CBS really switch. Fox with the early game at 1 Eastern. It's Green Bay at Detroit. 4:30 Eastern. Kansas City Dallas at 8:20 Eastern. Cincinnati Baltimore, and then 3 Eastern on Prime Video. Prime Video wants the game every week of the NFL season they can get. Usually there's not one for Thursday Night Football package, but that was when Thursday Night Football was an NFL Network, where like CBS and Fox, NBC, they all tried it out, where they produced the games, and then a few would be on NFL Network, and the rest of them would be on NBC and NFL Network. So see, there's a few that are on ESPN later in the season, or on ABC later in the season.